It's time for another episode of the Daily Blogcast for Internet Marketing, where every day we find all the best industry blog posts and turn them into something you can listen to, because you can't read. Now, here are your hosts, Mark and Brian.
Hey guys, welcome to episode number 80 of the Daily Blogcast for Internet Marketing.
Yep.
It's Beer Friday.
All right, hang on.
Oh yeah. Let me take a drink. That's good stuff.
That is good stuff. So we have a special guest today.
Woohoo.
The first time ever on this show, we have a guest.
David Ford.
I thought you said you were going to let me announce him.
I announced his name just because I got all excited.
You're a jerk.
So
Sorry.
excited. Wow, I feel
always
very
gets-
honored to be the first.
Yeah,
I
and you're
don't
here
know
for
what to say.
episode 80 too.
Episode 80. Wow.
Yeah.
We should have got 40s for that. 240s.
I know that's what I was going to get, but I forgot to go to the liquor store at 9 in the morning.
Yep.
Normally I go at 8. And this time I didn't go.
You're going to have to join us. Do you have any beers or wine or tequila or anything?
I have a water sitting next to me that I could pretend.
Okay.
In.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That'll work.
That totally works. So David is, if you guys don't know, everybody knows he's the owner, operator, grand poobah of Affplaybook Forum. And you could find him at affplaybook.com, and he's got one of the best affiliate forums around.
One of.
Sorry,
Wait.
he's got the best affiliate forum around.
All right.
All right, you know what? You're not on the show anymore, man. But yeah, so anyway, so he agreed to sit in with us, and hopefully this will go well, and we'll have more guests, and maybe David will come back if he is if he sucks up to us
Yeah.
and treats us like the stars we are.
I'll try my best.
Okay. So anything you want to say, David? Any shout outs to your peeps?
No, not really. Just, looking forward to doing this, and hopefully I can keep up with you guys.
Yeah. Good luck.
I know.
We're big
You're on
podcast stars.
You are episode 80. I'm on episode 4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have a podcast. So
I
that's
do.
That's awesome. You just did we mentioned it on the show. You interviewed Dr. Nago.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Is it Dr. Nago or Dr. No?
No, I think is how you pronounce it.
It's
yeah.
spelled Nago though.
It
so-
is, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What's the podcast name?
It's just the Affplaybook podcast.
That's super creative.
Yeah, you can find it on my blog. If you go to affplaybook.com/blog, you'll find the podcast there.
Cool.
Not a lot of episodes yet, but this year I plan on recording maybe like one more or something.
Well, that's perfect. You've got set yourself goals that you can easily attain. Don't go too
Exactly.
crazy. That way you always win. So that's good.
Eat. All
My
right.
whole
Well,
strategy.
I don't have any news today.
I don't either, but I can start with an article.
Okay.
All right. So this blog post is from POF.com. This is from
Plenty of fish.
yeah, exactly. Plenty of fish. So the title of this post is "What Can We Learn from Flappybird?" And we talked about Flappybird a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
The guy that was making $50K a day.
Insane.
Yeah. Did you play Flappybird, David, at all?
I've never played that game. No, you guys?
Yeah. I tried it on my daughter's phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
It was interesting. I mean, it was frustrating. I mean, you have to like click it perfectly so you time this little bird to fly in between tubes at like the perfect angle, and the next tube pops up like right after it. So if you're still like the gravity's pulling you down and you're clicking that button to try to keep them from hitting the bottom of the tube, you usually end up hitting the top of the tube. So it totally drives people crazy.
So you've
but-
totally derailed the show again.
Oh,
This
sorry.
is about Flappybird making $50K a day, not about you and your daughter's phone hitting pipes and stuff. Anyway, focus. This is show 80, dude. Focus.
Okay.
Anyway, so this article says Flappybird was a mobile game where you could tap the screen to fly a bird through a series of obstacles. It was insanely hard, and I only made it to 7. It also made $50,000 a day in ad revenue, and the owner took it off the store. But what we can learn from Flappybird, that we can apply to our own marketing campaigns? So number 1, keep it simple and provide value. It took all of 2 seconds to understand how to play Flappybird. It was straightforward and delivered entertainment value for a minimal investment. How does this apply to ads? Make your ad insanely easy to read and then demonstrate value in your landing page. Maybe build a list via your lander and send these people to free ebooks or articles, or how to on how to be more successful in dating if you're running a dating offer. Well, this is obviously done from POF, so that's why Ben is talking about dating. But
Yeah,
keep it simple and provide value is number one.
definitely.
Good.
Got it.
So number two is draw inspiration. And he's got a picture of the Flappy Bird thing here. And he said the guy was inspired big time from the Mario series. For me, it inspired the inspired Mario artwork that got me playing this game. Mario is associated with a lot of positive and nostalgic feelings for people that grew up in this generation. So the point is to draw inspiration from established and successful formulas. Don't be so lazy that you open yourself up to getting sued.
Yeah.
So he's got a screenshot here of Flappy Bird with those green pipes that look exactly like the ones from the Mario series.
Yeah.
So I guess the point is to use like trusted stuff. And I've done this stuff in ads too.
That's true. So if you're like relating to it, you're like more inclined to download it, give it a try.
Sure.
Or in your ads,
Right.
people will be like, oh, I remember that. My first girlfriend used to play that.
Yeah. But not just Mario though, like in the shady way, you sort of, you know, make kind of stuff look and feel like popular stuff that people relate to.
Yeah.
Right. Or in a shady way if you want to. Like if you wanted to make stuff look like Facebook or something.
Yeah.
That's kind of shady.
Totally.
But people recognize it. So number three is be patient. And he said Flappybirds was released in May 2013, but didn't really see any success until January or February 2014. It was originally released for the iPhone 5, saw no success, but he kept updating it for iOS 7. He started getting traction and responding by releasing to Android at the end of January. Would you have given up if you saw no success between May 2013 and January 2014?
Would you give up if you had no success between November 4th?
Would you give up if you had 80 vlog episodes and couldn't do any, got like 3 listeners the whole time?
The answer is no.
David, would you?
I don't know about that. Yeah.
How many episodes are you going to do your blog? What's your goal? Like, sorry, not your blog. If you have your podcast, after you do 50 episodes, how many listeners do you have to have before you, otherwise you would just be like, screw this sucks?
Oh boy, at least 1 million, I would say.
1 million. Wow.
All right, we're shutting down.
All right.
I don't know. That's a good question. Because, yeah, I mean, you might, if you don't have a lot of, say I did 50 episodes and I didn't have a ton of visitors, at least those podcasts, I mean, they're sitting out there to find,
Right.
you know, for people. And I think it's one of those things that's slow growing, but, you know, you never know who's going to find it out there. As long as after you've already done it, you know, it's done.
Right.
Yeah, we might be like Flappy Birds.
Flappy Birds.
Oh,
It's not Floppy Birds, dude.
Darn it.
So the last thing he said is, have you ever killed an ad landing page offer too early because you were scared of losing money?
I don't do that too much. I mean like pushing traffic to a lander. Well, I guess you could do it with PPC too.
Yeah.
So I don't run into that a lot, but I'm sure you guys have.
A lot of people that I've seen do that. I mean, from the forum, right, David? You see people doing that stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure. All the time.
They'll make a post like, I spent $9 and have 1 click and no conversions. And what should I do? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then David just kicks them off the forum. No, he doesn't.
Like you.
That's not true.
It's like, I have your money. I don't care anymore.
He helps them. He helps them. Anyway, so Flappybirds is the only game that, oh, sorry, I skipped. This is number 4 is Work Your Ass Off. And has a big picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger in here. Flappybirds isn't the only game this guy made. I believe Flappybird was this guy's 5th game. Don't quote me on that, but it definitely wasn't his first. He knew that there was money to be made in mobile gaming, and if you worked enough at it, something would stick. Haters would have told him that mobile gaming is too saturated or that he was a small fish in a huge pond. Sound familiar? So my advice here is to work your ass off and keep trying. The fact that other people make money online is proof that it's possible. Even reading through blogs at ads.pof.com should arm you with enough information to make money on POF. Your first attempt probably won't be profitable. Your second attempt probably won't be profitable either. Your third attempt, however, armed with the knowledge from the first 2, has a significantly higher chance at succeeding relative to the first 2. So I think that's good advice. And the final thing he said is, he quotes Muhammad Ali. He said, I guess Muhammad Ali was once asked, how many sit-ups do you do? And he said, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. When I feel pain, that's when I start counting because that's when it really counts. So he says that's what makes you a champion. No pain, no gain. But when you're out there partying, horsing around, someone out there at the same time is working hard. Someone is getting smarter and someone is winning. Just remember that. But if you want to win, There's absolutely no way around hard work. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. Ooh, I like that one. Can't climb the ladder of success.
There's one thing also that you can do to be successful, and that is to learn how you can game the system. I read some stuff about, I don't know if you guys have read that with Flappybird and artificially inflating their rankings and reviews, using a lot of bots and everything.
Yeah.
Which I know is pretty rampant with app stuff. And I don't know, I forget where I was reading this, but I saw some charts that showed just some crazy spike in installs that they couldn't really attribute to anything in particular. It's just like all of a sudden this thing blew up, and it was a big discussion about using bots. But I was just thinking, when you guys were talking about that, it's the same thing with like Amazon book reviews or products. I mean, there's so many fake ones out there. People can really game the system.
Fake reviews, you mean? Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fake testimonials? No way.
No, come on. Yeah,
just head over to Fiverr.
I read something about that, like in that Flappybird thing. We talked about the post, and they were saying that they had suspected that, but I didn't see any of the charts that you saw. But yeah. I could totally see where that would be like a good little bump you could get to get stuff started.
Yeah, and they also, another reason why they got super successful is they kind of gamed the rating system. So when you would click to go on to the next level, you'd accidentally click on to rate.
We learned what that was called. It's called a dark pattern.
Oh yeah, a dark pattern.
So did you hear about that, David?
I didn't.
You don't listen to the show, do you? You know what? Hang up on this guy.
I'm catching up. I'm on episode 2 now. Right?
I've been listening since this episode started. But they called it a dark pattern. So I guess the idea is kind of like what Brian said, like when there's a button that says next level or play again, they put it right next to like another button that lets you rate the thing. So you accidentally will press on it. Yeah. And I didn't know they had a name for that called dark pattern, but I guess it is. It's a dark pattern in a UI that's sort of designed to get you to do stuff that you didn't intend to do.
Interesting.
So there you go.
I could see that. So
you should listen to the show more, man.
I should. I'd learn all kinds of things.
You would.
I'd probably be retired by now.
But I mean, the beach.
But yeah, talent is good and everything, but I think also learning how to game the system, within the bounds of being legal, of course, and everything is pretty crucial,
I agree. I would venture to say that quite a few of the top affiliates cloak and game stuff and do a bunch of stuff that is against the terms of service of advertisers, traffic sources, everything.
Yeah. And even, you go into the apps on iPhones and you look at some of the top apps and you're like, there's no reason these should be here at all.
This pile of crap would be at the top.
It's like, and then you head over to Fiverr and you could get 20 app reviews for only $5.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
And what's kind of frustrating when you're first starting out too is you see these affiliates who are like really successful, or you hear about them, you read their blog, and they're telling you one thing, but then a year or two later you learn like, oh yeah, that guy made all his money running vlogs on cloaking ads, and it's kind of like, oh, but they're totally teaching something else. It's
or they're sending SMS spam to email zip submits. Did you see that, Brian?
I did.
I almost I know David did. I almost saw the I almost read it, but it was really short. Nikki Cakes made a post on his blog about it's Ryan Eagle, right?
Yep.
Ryan Eagle and one other guy, I forgot his name.
Vito Glazers.
Okay, Vito Glazers. They both they're in court or being sued. Did they pass judgment, or do you remember?
Yeah, they had to, I don't remember what the exact amounts were. I know one was like $200,000 or something, and Vito had to sell his Bentley, and Ryan had to sell his Range Rover.
So they were doing all this SMS spam.
Yeah.
And sending people to like zip submits.
Why can't you do that?
Because you're not supposed to spam people on SMS.
I see.
Brian, why can't you do that?
Why can't you spam people?
On something real quick.
Okay.
I gotta hit pause on something.
Stop the spam button.
Right.
Oh. Okay. All right. So I've been playing. Oh, are you done with that article?
Yes, and now I'm done.
Okay, now you're done.
Okay, wait. One more thing.
Yes?
that's our running gag. How much time do we have right now? I haven't even looked at the clock.
We have like 15. No, we have about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Woohoo!
This went really fast.
Super fast.
Are you guys like on a time crunch? Do you have to be done at a certain time?
We keep the episodes bite-sized so
Yeah.
people don't get sick of Brian.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or all the problems that I have with reading.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do any reading today.
We could go a little bit longer because David's beloved by the community.
Yeah.
Loved. Wow.
It makes it super exciting and the shows just fly by. We have to have them on every day.
Every day.
Whoa.
Do you want to volunteer with us?
Volunteer. Maybe.
It's for a good cause.
Yeah. Okay, so I've been, since the post we did yesterday where we're talking about Facebook, like that new change that they made to their news feed. And it's now starting to pop up everywhere on the internet. Like other people are starting to blog about it.
Because they listen to our popular show.
Yeah. They said, I heard about this on the Daily Blogcast.
Cool.
And it's when now you have the ability, if you're making a status update or doing a link post or whatever, if you tag a brand or an artist or something inside of that status update, that it could automatically be shared to their fans. So did I explain that correctly?
No, you didn't.
Not really,
because it's not for people. It has to be a page.
It's
so if you log in,
yeah.
so if you create a Facebook page like Daily Blogcast page, right? Facebook/Daily
It has to be
Blogcast.
a brand or an artist, I think.
Has to be a brand or an artist page. If you go in and you log, you know how you can use Facebook as the Daily Blogcast.
Yeah.
So you log in and you make a post to your page.
As the page.
And if you can, in that post, you tag someone, like let's say you're going to tag Affplaybook, right? So you tag them, then the new algorithm in Facebook says that a portion of the people that are just fans of the Affplaybook page or follow Affplaybook may also see your post just because you tag them from a different page.
Right.
Which is brand new because before that you would never see external pages in the newsfeed.
And I thought that was pretty cool. So to tag it, I mean, I was doing a post this morning trying to figure out all the different ways to do it, as uploading images and everything like that. So I went into our page, and then you have to click like under the settings to post as Daily Blogcast, because it defaults to your normal user profile.
Right.
And so then I did that. Then I put in the link into my status of our episode, which automatically brings in the title, description, and the image. Instead of using the image in there, I uploaded an image. I can't remember the darn size. I think it's like 542 by 290, some weird size. But it allows for the full-size image to show up in other people's news feeds without being clipped. So you could have a nice big image in there. And then what I did was into the status update area, I took all the text from our post, put it in there, pasted it in there, and then I found all the links, like if we mentioned Search Engine Roundtable or Mashable or something, I would go ahead and add the @ symbol in front of the word, like in front of Mashable, I put the @ symbol, and then I had to like delete the E at the end of Mashable, add the E, and then it would become a clickable.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You had to remove the E?
Yeah, just to make it show that let Facebook know that I like just typed this in there. And for them to search for it and bring up their page. You could retype the whole word. I could have just typed @Mashable, and then a box pops up saying, like, you could click on that box that says Mashable, how many likes they have, all that type of stuff, how many fans, and then it makes it linkable that way.
Gotcha.
So there's a couple extra steps in there. And so I went through all the different links, did all that, and then posted it. And I started to go to the other pages to see if they showed up on their newsfeed. And then I was like, oh, they're not showing up on their website at all. But then I reread the article, and it's actually showing up on their fans. It's not going to show up on their actual page.
Okay. Wait, so say that last part again?
So when you do that type of post, it's not going to show up on their news feed.
Right, exactly.
It's going to show up on their fans' news feeds.
Right, which is what I told you.
Yeah, yeah. So
and that's what we talked about yesterday.
I forgot that little
You don't
part.
listen to the show either.
And so then I logged in under another one of my Facebook accounts. Don't tell Facebook. And I checked to see if I was receiving those as well.
Yeah.
But none. So I haven't found any yet. And so reading these other articles, they state that they're not all going to show up.
Right.
Obviously, they have an algorithm in place. If those posts are shared more, discussed more, or there's more comments even on your page, then it has a better opportunity to show up on the other people's friends.
Right.
And then if they're friends of both pages, then you have a better opportunity as well.
Right. So it sends to their feed based on what they think they like.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of
So
interesting.
it's not
though.
as awesome as it sounded yesterday, but it still potentially could be awesome.
Yeah, it could potentially be really awesome.
And if we didn't have only 269 Facebook fans, we might have actually reached someone.
Yeah.
How many fans do you have on your page, David? Do you know?
I don't even have a page.
What?
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
What's
I don't. I have a group. I haven't made a page, but there's
that's
a
right.
Affplaybook group.
Dude, you're the guy that keeps telling me I need to use Facebook more, and you don't even have a Facebook page for Affplaybook.
Well, I use Facebook. I just don't have a page.
I
Yeah, you're
see.
not. You don't even have a picture on there.
I don't. I have a little.
I'm gonna start tagging you in all kinds of stuff. So like you have to log in there and see.
I have a little whipped cream head guy as my picture, but actually, I just put up my blog page, facebook.com/ctrtard is up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is a race. Who can like it first? Because it says be the first to like it. I didn't like my own page.
First.
Oh, wow.
There's
All right.
no likes.
You get a prize.
What's the prize?
First 10 people get a 40 ounce of beer next time I see them, which could be at ASW.
I thought you were gonna say the prize was to be on this blogcast again.
That's a good one. Dang, he should be in charge of promotions.
I know. Dang. Well, thanks for joining us today, David.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sure.
we can't wait to have you on again. But that's
I can wait.
another episode of the Daily Blogcast. I'm going to drink them. What do you
Okay.
say? Drink them if you got them?
Jacob, if you got it. Anything you want to plug, David, your forum, anything?
No, just check out affplaybook.com and you can read the blog at /blog.
Cool. Sweet. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next time.
See you next time.
See ya.
You've been listening to the Daily Blogcast for Internet Marketing.
Visit our site, dailyblogcast.net, where you can find show notes and links to all of the blogs mentioned in this episode.
While you're there, make sure to sign up to our free newsletter so you're notified of new episodes and get a bunch of goodies delivered directly to your inbox.
Don't forget, we need your support, so do us a favor and log into iTunes and leave a rating and a review. It only takes a minute and they'll really help us out. See you tomorrow.
See ya!